What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nemo Loyal here with my very first episode of Opinionated Masc, a podcast where I try not to get canceled, but then again, I might be canceled by you, your mama, and your friends. So let's get into it. So my first topic I want to talk about today is how masc presenting women in the LGBTQ community are always like the rebound for a relationship. And what I mean by that is women, they always decide to go with male partners first, like in high school or even, their early 20s. And then, like, once that goes wrong, that goes sour, they coming over to the rainbow side. They want to taste the rainbow. They want to get a little bit of the Skittles, if you know what I mean. And me being a masc presenting woman, I pretty much seen that like my whole life. You get what I'm saying? Like, I started dating girls when I was 15, so just seeing bi women flip-flop from both, and then to see women later on discover like that they like only women is like a little confusing to masc presenting women like me. And what I mean by that is sometimes it's kind of hard to decide or to pick out those women who really like women for women and not because it didn't work with a man. And I want to pull up this post that I seen on Facebook real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. So I'm going to put it right up here. Y'all going to see it. It's going to be inserted right here. So there was pretty much a post where a girl was texting another girl, of course, and said, need me to come rub you. A girl sent a girl that she was talking to a picture and said, need you to come rub on me or whatever. And she was clearly pregnant in her picture. Like, she was clearly pregnant, bro. And the girl replied, "You pregnant?" And then the pregnant girl replied, "OMG, we talked about this already. No dude is involved though, bro. Seriously." And then she's like, "So now you're not going to talk to me?" And then the girl replied, well, y'all going to see it up here. She replied, "Girl, we ain't talk about you being no damn pregnant. I just met you yesterday on Instagram. What the hell I'ma do? What the hell I'ma do? Be licking the baby head while I da-da-da-da-da. I'm good, mamas. I'm finna try to go back straight. You gay girls be tripping." So that's what I mean. Like, it's really pregnant women with newborns, women with babies coming to the other side because it didn't work out with the dude. They ain't going through IVF. They ain't going through no donors. They ain't going through, the typical process that women love women go through. No, baby. They're having their babies in it, and they coming over here looking for us to take care of the babies because they know the dudes that they with are not emotionally intelligent enough to do so. So that's what I mean about, like, rebound. Like, that's exactly what I mean about us being a rebound. Like, we're never the first option. We're never the first choice. We're never that, first draft pick. We're always, like, maybe the fifth or the sixth, And it's just like, damn, why aren't we the first people that y'all come to or think about when it comes to a relationship? Why do we have to be the trauma relationship? Why do we have to be the one who mend what, these dudes have done to y'all? Like, why do we have to be that? Like, tell me in the comments if you're bisexual, or if you're straight and curious, or if you're bi-curious, or if you're a lesbian that started dating women in your late 20s. Let me know. Like, why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all come to us after the storm? Like, why don't y'all come to us first, off rip? Why don't y'all say, okay, look, maybe I do like women, and maybe I need to explore that first before I go make these decisions by having kids, by having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, by, being heartbroken by 20 different men or ran through by 20 different men. Not saying that I care about women who got bodies. I don't care about that, but it's just this principle of coming to us after the fact. You get what I'm saying? Like, we want to be the first round pick. We want to feel special. We want to feel like, okay, this woman always liked it women her whole life. Like, sometimes it's very hard to believe that certain women like women for real because of the circumstances and how they decide they want to date women now. And that's just really my thing. Like, that's just really my thing. I personally, I don't rock with it. But in the LGBTQ community, you're going to come across a lot of women that are late bloomers, if you will, or that is only over here because it didn't work out with Peanut, John, Derek, Andrew, Michael. And it's just like, okay, you should have got you a Angela. You should have got you a Ashley. You should have got you a Sarah off rip. Maybe, just maybe, it would have saved you from a whole lot of. You get what I'm saying? Like, girls need love too. Girls need love too. Let me tell you something. Yeah. But to piggyback off of the topic, hold on, y'all. Let me get my stuff together. This is my first episode, so bear with me. Bear with me. Let me see. Okay, because I had a lot of topics that I wanted to talk about how mass-presenting women are always like the rebound relationship. But with my notes, I'm not finding what I wrote down or screenshotted. Help. A lot of this is going to get cut out anyway, so yeah. But it's kind of almost like that mindset that most women who date men and then like later on date women, like they prefer to be destroyed by a man and then fixed by a woman. And that's kind of the dynamic in like our community, like in the black community. A lot of women so often like go through that whole storm of being destroyed by a man, and then later on a woman got to fix the problem. A woman got to fix the issue, whether it's a grandma, auntie, or when you decide to date women. And it's just like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, black women are not the heroes. We're not the super savers. We're not, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're humans too. Like, we want to be the ones that you come to off rip for advice, come to off rip for everything, instead of like waiting to the storm. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. But hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find like the screenshots that I had. But I'm gonna just piggyback off of like that whole category, because this whole podcast is really gonna be about topics that a lot of people don't want to hit on or touch on. I'm gonna talk about it because I'm grown, and that's just what it is. I'm gonna say what I got to say and when I want to say it and how I want to say it, because yeah. So yeah, and I also feel like, aside from us being a rebound, like, we're also looked at to pick up that slack that a man would have to pick up. And it's like, if you didn't get that from over there in a heterosexual lifestyle, why do you come over here and say, oh, you have to provide for me, you have to pay all the bills, you have to take care of my kids, you have to be the breadwinner, you have to do this, you have to take me on trips, pay for, you have to put me up in the house, I want to be a housewife. It's like women come over here with expectations that they would never talk about or bring up to that man. And it's just like, girl, do we look like Boo Boo the Fool? Like, this not a Make-A-Wish Foundation. No shade. No shade. And it's like, dating women actually like helped me see how certain dudes view women, because we get that same experience almost. Like, we get that same experience. Like, the bar be all the way up here for us because of the trash men that they dated. And it's just like, baby, why can't you come to me with a fresh slate, like a clean slate? Why can't you come to me like, okay, this is gonna be new experience for me. This is gonna be something that I'm gonna put my all into, not go into it with all the baggage that I've already had, not go into it with all of the burdens that I've already had, not go into it with all of the mindsets that, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship with another person like this, so these are the standards that I'm going to hold you to. And sometimes that's why most of the relationships fail when it comes to women that switch over to women because they've been hurt by men. Sometimes it's like it fails because their expectations are insane, like they're hard to reach. And it's not like, I'm not saying that women can't reach it, but it's like, why put women at the same standards that you'll put a man at? Like, the math is not mathing to me, for me, or it's just not, it's not doing it. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. And one of the other things that I wrote down, I said, women also look at us to be a provider, like plan the dates, pay for them, pay for the trips, just like what I just said, pay for flights, pay for bags, nails, hair, kids, just be the whole provider. And it's just like they get that mindset from heteronormativity. And it's like, if you're saying that you like women for women and you love women for being women, why are you coming over here with them same heteronormativity mindset? Why are you coming over here as if I am a man? Why are you coming over here as if I told you that I wanted to be a man? Why are you coming over here with the idea of I'm going to do everything that man didn't? No, baby, I am not going to do everything that man did. I'm going to do what I can do, how I'm going to present you to me, and how I want to court you, and how I want to date you. So all that heteronormativity stuff needs to go out the window as soon as you decide, and at a late age, or when you get heartbroken by that man, it should go out the window. Point blank, period. Don't bring that over here. Because at the end of the day, us masc women are not stupid. We see through all the BS. We see through all of the BS. Now, granted, there is a stigma around masc women dating straight women. Now, if you're that type, more power to you. Live your best hetero life. Live your best hetero life. Because most of the studs that date straight girls, they're okay with being a provider. They're okay with being the man. They're okay with being that for a straight woman, because that's their fetish. That's what they like. That's what they fetishize off of. They like, oh, if I get this straight woman, I'm that guy. I'm that man. I could compete with any dude. And me personally, I'm not that girl. I don't want to compete with any dude. I don't want to compete with nobody. And if I do have to compete with somebody, it would be the next woman. It would not be the next man. So that's the real gag. That's the real gag. And honestly, I'm not competing with a soul. I don't have to, because I know what I bring to the table. So at the end of the day, if you're going to be a woman that come into the next woman's life, do it genuinely. Do it because you like women. Do it because you've always liked women. Do it because, that is something that you want to explore. Not because you got your heart broke, and not because men just won't do right. Or not because that man will take care of your kids, and now you're looking for somebody else to take care of your kids. Because, girl, we catch on to all of the BS. And that's why a lot of femmes do not like feminine women, like feminine masc women, because they want to be the only one to have standards and come into the relationship with standards, and come into the relationship with, okay, you have to take care of me as well. We're going to take care of each other. How about that? We're going to split everything down the middle when it comes to communication, when it comes to bills, if you have kids, when it comes to that, for those who prefer it. Everything has to be 50-50. Nothing can be, nobody cup should be filled more than the next in a lesbian relationship. And that's just my take on it. Now, more power to the women, or the masc women that want to be the provider, that want to, get a woman to put her up and stuff like that. Me personally, that's not my MO. That's not something that I aspire to do. Like, if I meet a woman and she blow me out the water and I'm like, dang, I want to take care of this woman forever, now that's different. But don't come at me like you're going to take care of me. You're going to put me in the house. You're going to put me up. You're going to buy me this. You're going to do this. You're going to, hey, hold up. Hey, wait a minute. Calm down. Relax. Like, I'm a pretty princess too. And that is a film who date women because they got their heart broken. Worst nightmare. Did I say nightmare? Nightmare. nightmare. That's their worst nightmare. That's their worst nightmare. Point blank, period. Like, you approach them like, I'm a pretty princess too, and I'm a queen, and I want to be treated as such. Baby, they're going to be like, oh, you too feminine, you too this, and that's going to be another podcast for another day. But baby, if you a woman out there dating women just because you got your heart broken by that man, and just because he not taking care of your kids, and just because you know he's not emotionally intelligent enough to be a father, shame on you. Shame on you. Because how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And y'all can't say it's not a thing, because it is very much so a thing. I just showed y'all a post with a pregnant woman getting mad because the next woman didn't want to come rub her pregnant belly. Are y'all okay out there? Let me back up because I'm getting a little heated. Are y'all okay out there? Are y'all women okay out there? Maybe if you had that baby for that woman off rip, you won't have to go through an awkward dating stage with a baby in your belly, or with a newborn, or with a toddler. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe if that woman was y'all first choice, it would save y'all from a whole lot of BS. Whole lot of BS. And I'm trying not to curse on here because this is for the YouTube, so we gonna keep it PG-13. But on the real serious note, y'all, stop doing that. And I'm speaking to all the women out there that get their heart broken by the man and have all these kids and decide they want to be lesbian or bisexual or whatever the case may be. Stop that. If you're going to do it because you genuinely like women, not because you need stability or you need a second parent for your kids or you need to be put up or you just want the emotional connection that women bring. No, it's never going to work like that. It's never going to end well. And me being around gay women, older gay women, seeing their lifestyle, some of them are lonely as hell because of the simple fact that that man didn't do what he needed to do, and now they went over to women, and it was just like, okay, this is not for me, because if that woman can't do what a man do or provide how a man provide, I'd rather be single. And that's how you're going to end up. Or just picking a man to pretty much go in the grave with. Because at the end of the day, in order for you to have a successful relationship with a woman, you really have to like women. You're not going to want to stay in that thing for years if you're just doing it for the stability, to have a second parent, to be put up. It's not going to last, because if you genuinely do not like something, your mask is going to come off. If you genuinely do not want something, that mask is going to come off. Like, point blank, period. Point blank, period. So, I don't want to make this episode too long. That's my take on it. And clock me if I'm wrong, but femmes and bi-curious women and straight women need to stop that. Date the people you really like and watch how successful your relationship be. No matter if it's a man, that right man, he's out there. He's out, that right man, he's waiting for you. Not that next stud. Not that next stud. It's not gonna be an easy route. Y'all think it's gonna be easy? It's not gonna be easy. Cause baby, if you don't like women for real, and you go through your first stud heartbreak, that's gonna make you run to a man. You're gonna do the Forrest Gump to the man. You're gonna do the Shikari to the man. You're gonna be a runner, a track star, back to the heterosexual community, baby. So, clock me if I'm wrong. But date who you like, and date who like you. Because if we being for real, all women are the prize. So treat all women how you want to be treated, and not just because you need something out of them. Because we gonna clock it and we gonna catch on to it. But y'all, this wraps up my first episode of Opinionated Masc. If y'all like this first episode, spam me in the comments. Turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I upload. And tell your peoples to come check out a masc presenting woman and see how she feel about a lot of topics. But yeah, y'all, this your girl Nemo Loyal, and I'm out.